to episode 75 of the Youth Squad Legends series with Stockport County. We're starting out on the transfer hub because we have this quite ridiculous offer from Manchester City just after the transfer window closed for Socrates Alves at 94.4 million. He's not a player that I want to sell, but in the spirit of this entire series, I will negotiate to try and get a great offer on the table. And if they do accept something absolutely astronomical, then we can't really complain. All right, we're going to submit the offer at £140 million, but they go straight back down to the 90s. The minimum here is 130 million, and I'm telling you something right now, they are not going to accept that. No, this is your last chance, Pep. No deal. That's fine. That is fine. Look at Wesley Martin. Wesley's like, yep, all right. See you later. Get out of here. Hey, you know what? You could have had him for 120 at the start of the transfer window. I know that the last episode was a bit of a rush, so we're going into the transfer history and just recapping what happened in the window. Ngugwe Batista's gone to Fulham for £13.4 million. Excellent player, but was in the reserves for too much of last season because of the run. Rafa Reina's gone out on loan. Surprise, surprise. Patrick Redenstrand came back for £50 million. Marcus Tolan's headed off to Roma for 65.7 million. Duda is out on loan. Ramon Guerra has been signed the backup for 62.4 million pounds. The comeback merchants, Noah Anderson, another player that came back to the club, 20 million pounds from Middlesbrough. Absolute bargain price. Miranda has gone to West Ham, rejected Dortmund. Sarkazane went to Karagumruk. That's definitely how you pronounce that. Lanray Brook also left for Roma. Steinbach went to Getafe. Svetkovic became the most expensive defender of all time, signing him up at £190 million from Aston Villa. Saiz went to Bilbao after a position change. I think that's a big profit. Cavallaro's out on loan. Rael sold to Lyon for £25 million. Sanabria came on a free. Bolam also on a free. I think all of the rest are free transfers right at the start of the season. Small Chicha Niemanen. Let's listen to Posh Kutzi. Hello there, Posh Kutzi here. Whilst training, the boys have decided to convince Ure Lopez that he's very good at set pieces. So we must use the goalkeeper for all set pieces this episode, even corners. Thank you ever so much, Murph, for suggesting such an idea. Toodles! Bournemouth won Lovemore Kosipula on a short-term loan deal, so from January to the end of the season. We'll accept that. Trainer also has something similar going on. We have one Premier League match before our entrance into the Champions League, and it's a good starting place, to be honest, because we're against Newcastle, who are currently top of the Premier League. Fair enough, we've only played 3 games, but this is to essentially leapfrog them. No, we probably have to keep Lopez because of the board objective. Terrible Stockport County side out here, but it's alright, because we got Redenstrand up front. Have Ramon Guerra and Patrick Redenstrand learn how to play striker. Look at this. He's challenging defenders. Patrick Redenstrand, nearly excellent. There's a few people requesting that Cook gets some kind of upgrade for his performances last season. Problem there is that we've not really been upgrading players all the way through the series, just to make it feel a bit more natural. He should be in the low 80s by now, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. We've kept this concept for so long now, I think we should just stick with it, to be honest. If Cook is a 76 overall, then Cook is a 76. His potential's gone up because it deserves to go up. We have an opening on the left, but they're trying to play it through the right. Oh, Svetkovic! Oh, that was risky. But with the risk came an absolutely unbelievable sliding tackle. That should be mine. I've slid in. Instead of clearing the ball, I've slid in. Ramon! Here's Makoko against Lopez.
Squash.
Oh, he's gone the right way. It's still 0-0 here. Well, it does seem like he is a bit of a set-piece specialist after all. Gotta be a tackle in there, Soto. Come on, my guy. Tackle, please, lads, please. Put a foot in. A draw would be relatively good for Newcastle. A win would be even better. He looked, for all intents and purposes, offside, but he's clearly stayed on. Soto, oh, Soto, why have you dropped back that far? Redenstrand wide. It is Noah Anderson into the box. Oh! Ramon Guerra puts it in. It's got to be offside. It's got to be offside, yeah. Flag goes up, right. 25 minutes to go. Ramon Guerra's stinking up the place. Someone suggested that the series shouldn't end until Ronnie Valdo gets a Ballon d'Or, which I think is sensational. I think we should absolutely do that. He's put the through ball into Redenstrand. Oh, Redenstrand, mate. Sanabria trying to chase. Oh, Jota's scored the second for Newcastle United. This could be 3. Back heel. It's sensational play by Newcastle. It really is. No Patrick Redenstrand song today. The full-time scoreline. Stockport 0. Newcastle 3. Judging by the ratio that Newcastle had, we should have at least scored twice. How can we make these lads into Premier League champions? Oh! The champions! The champions! The Champions League! Oh, this is it. Oh, this is it. Wesley Martina in the Champions League once again, but suited and booted as the manager. We're going to start out with Jimmy Gallagher. He deserves a run out in the Champions League, probably moving to Juicy John in the second half. Pecoraro and Ellis, very good to start this. Poli is not starting at all. I've very much fallen out of favour with him. It's Juventus against Stockport. He's a Cucaldinho. Immediately, it's more saucy. Immediately, Sanders is trying to snap ankles. Ellis should be the target here. Oh, it's taken down beautifully. Bustamante is on the move. I've not seen him move this quick for a long time. Sanders away. Vlahovic must be like a 90 overall player. If the dynamic potential hasn't absolutely shredded him. Some very competent football being played by both teams. Dada Bustamante. Oh, get your speed underneath you. I was just talking about how dangerous Vlahovic could potentially be. And that speed, that deadly finishing has come in very handy for Juventus. Pecoraro goes inside. Cook is on. Cucaldinho! Oh, the goalkeeper missed it. Cook has our first Champions League goal. Cucaldinho. It's absolutely shocking by the goalkeeper. That is extremely poor. I wonder if Pecoraro is a Juventus fan. You tell me down in the comments section which team Pecoraro supported as a child. The one with the most likes will be treated as Youth Squad Legends law. Someone get in the box. Great crossing. Woo! Cucaldinho arriving! What an outrageous starting team to get in the Champions League, by the way. Throw is in the deep end, mate. Pecoraro goes out to Quieto. Cucaldinho, he's gone central. He could have another pop! It's a header onto Cucaldinho, goes back to Jang Sung Chan. Pecoraro is now playing winger. Cucaldinho to Ellis. Socrates misses. Very, very wide there, Socrates, unfortunately. Hey, Cucaldinho with the skills. He should have probably played it in. Jang Sung Chan was on target, didn't have the power. That will be full time. It's a great game to start off the Champions League. Really enjoyable. 1-1. And nice to see Juventus back. Rest in peace, Piemonte Calcio. Rest in peace. Oh boy. Here comes a real test in the Premier League, eh? I say that as if we didn't lose 3-0 in the last match. We're gonna go stronger. It's Carabao Cup in midweek. That's when we can rotate it, honestly. It's Manchester City against Stockport. It's a Cucaldinho heading back. Juicy John over the top. Mate, what a sensational player. Cook! Oh, come on! This is outrageous, mate. Damien Ellis! Get in there! It's probably a good thing that Cucaldinho is only 77 overall, because he might be unfair at 80 overall. He is one of the silkiest, skillfulest players that we've had. Very similar to that of Carrasco. Oh, Megs on Sanders. There was absolutely no need for Erling Haaland to do that. That was abuse. One of the best centre-backs of his generation. And you've just embarrassed him. Could have Socrates here on a really long ball. It will be Socrates one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Hit it well enough, just centrally. Don't worry, he'll take this corner kick. It's right on the money! Damien Ellis, target man extraordinaire! 2-1.
Welcome to Yuko Ike's Haiku Chronicles with your host, Yuko Ike.
Socrates corners. Course he forgot the keeper. The board are fuming. There's a bit too much of a gap between the two centre-backs there. Beautifully intercepted by Dada Bustamante. A turn by Cucaldinho. Cucaldinho even destroying Haaland. I mean, this is just an outrageous display. The Estonian is gone. Oh my goodness. Score this. Cook. Oh, mate. Bustamante is going to struggle to keep up with Haaland. Oh, shot wide. Redenstrand gets a touch. Cucaldinho with the heel-to-heel flick and then tries the long shot. They are just sizzling. We're loving life right now. Bolam, he's got plenty of space to set up Socrates. Game over, lads. Socrates, me baby. Philosophize me. Whoa. Full time. 3-1 to Stockport. That's the difference between the fringe players and the first team. All right, let's try that lineup out in the EFL Cup away against Sunderland. I would say that I would pay a lot of money to see Redenstrand score today, but we don't really want to give EA ideas because, boy, they will have ideas. Can we get it through? Redenstrand is onside. Yes! This is the moment! No! Patterson! My hands are getting a bit slippy on the controller. I'm making some terrible mistakes. Ure Lopez to take the corner kick. Svetkovic! Yes! Ure Lopez has an assist! And Svetkovic has his first goal. I mean, come on. This should be like a training match for him with the quality that he has. The world's most expensive defender is off the mark. If we can get a couple more goal contributions like that one, we might not be in trouble with the board. Good ball in. One-on-one chance. You know what? Blancard has taken that really well to make it interesting going into half-time. And what a beautiful through ball that is. Just picking out the run. Even someone as good as Svetkovic can't get back in time. We're having this again. Redenstrand is not even playing striker at the moment. Oh my God. They're going to score again. Okay, this is a bit embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. Got to realistically score 2 goals in the 10 minutes because we don't really want this to go to penalties. Ronnie Valdo, he will not be caught. He's getting into the box. Come on then. We're not going to lose to Sunderland. Up it goes for Jan Regina. Oh! Effort and a half. It's going to end with a Sunderland chance that is blocked by Traino rather magnificently. And we move on to penalties. Juicy John, Ronnie Valdo, Alves, Cabasau, Anderson. Koitkuk is 8th, which is a good thing if he has still got that injury. Vassar first.
Squash.
Yeah, I've gone the right way there. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. I forgot how quickly that circle moves. Got that spot on Juicy John going to the left. And somehow he's missed. Somehow Juicy John missed that.
Squish.
And again a save by Lopez. Come on then. Ronnie Valdo. Lovely. Ronnie Valdo sticks it into the back of the net. It's gold. He scores. I was trying to stay central. Socrates Alves, not the best penalty. Oh, but he's hammered it into the top corner. 2-1 Stockport. Arroyo!
Gosh.
Oh, there he is again! Ure Lopez loving life right now. He has saved, 4 of his last 5 penalties. Insane, mate. Cabasau. Oh, Jesus. Cabasau's usually decent at penalties. Nah, right, we got to score our final penalty. Noah Anderson yet again could be the hero. It's a great piece of composure. He scored it. Sunderland knocked out. Stockport are through. He doesn't need these limbs, bro. It's the Carabao Cup. Oh, yes, Ure. Come on, mate. Out of all the recent returners, it looks like Noah Anderson is the one that is making most waves, which is not really surprising because he's the one that we didn't really want to get rid of, but it was a good offer from Middlesbrough back in the day. It's Stockport County against Leeds United. Bolam, lovely move. He's so far ahead in the development curve in comparison to Toland. Eyes in the back of his head. Made the openings with just a great piece of play there. All right then, Ramon Guerra is going to score. He goes for the diving header instead of just a right-footed volley. Oh, I don't feel good about it. At the end of that match, we slightly wasted time a little bit. Well, Guy van der Loon will be going out on loan in January. You know what? We'll just cover all the loans when they do happen in the winter window. We've got what should be a relatively easy game against Antwerp. A striker partnership of Redenstrand and Pegararo. Don't mind me. Now is the time for Redenstrand to score. All the fanboys watching this are pleading, but it looks like Cucaldinho is going to do a mad one again. Tackle. Fantastic. I think Redenstrand's onside. Redenstrand! Redenstrand! I seen when you're going to score. Da, 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 da. Redenstrand, a Viking man, a 6-4. Da, 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 da. I know it's the Champions League, and in this competition teams do turn up, but why are Royal Antwerp playing this well? Like, they're probably on like 65% possession. Is this simply because of the sharpness? I've got to be real with you, the game hasn't played well for the last few episodes. It's not just here, but I'm surprised how good Antwerp have been. They've scored. Wow. We might have to go and revisit the sliders, but it's a difficult one, really, because you want the AI to score against you, but the way that they're scoring in this episode especially is just playing a through ball around Bustamante. That's all that they've been doing. As challenging as that might be, when it gets to a situation like that, it's not interesting at all. And even worse, free kick. Even worse, it makes Bustamante look like crap. But the fact is that we've absolutely nerfed our acceleration slider. I've got all my substitutes left, and there's still a little bit of time to make them effective. But that's beside the point. Like, the team that I had out here should have easily, comfortably won this game. We've got to win 6 minutes to just win the game. There you go. Is it just sharpness that's the problem? Oh, give it up. I just put 2 passes in and it was just perfect. So come on, Pegararo, Stockport County. This game's crap. But it cannot be critiqued in any way, shape or form. Sharpness does not get the hate that it deserves, because it is only second to time finishing in things that should never have been implemented into career mode. I could totally understand if it just affected the player, but it doesn't just affect the player. It affects the players around him like chemistry does an Ultimate Team. Couple of minutes left in the added time and Cucaldinho can dance away. It's time for a knuckleball by Ray Lopez. Not bad, I've seen worse. Full-time Stockport 2, Royal Antwerp 1. I am very firmly of the belief that they try and make this game worse as the year goes on, just to make the next game feel better. Yeah, it's a weird one. I'm not going to get bogged down by it, because it's been a phenomenal series and I've enjoyed playing most of the games. Today was a bit of a slog. And that is me done for another episode of Youth Squad Legends. This has been Cutsy. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Youth Squad Legends. If you've enjoyed it, then please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed around here yet, then press the red box down below and hit the bell icon for mobile notifications. Much like what I said at the start of last episode, we are scrapping the annual FIFA soundtracks, and in its place we are curating a 50-track playlist every single month called Resonate. Please go and show that some support. Links will be down in the description, like everything else, like my Patreon, like my Discord, all down there. Big thanks to everybody supporting me financially on Patreon. Couldn't be doing this without you guys. Take care, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.